How's it going? This is Lunch with the One-Eyed Fat Man, number 8. This is Sunday, March 30th. I think it's March 30th, 29th to 30th, 2020. And let's start it off with a joke. Where do cousins come from? Think about that one. Your cousins. Everybody has a cousin. Where do your cousins come from? Ant holes. Does that one go over your head? But today I'm having a cup of coffee, cheese, bread with French fries. Having potatoes. Live in Idaho. Idaho, you eat a lot of potatoes. You know. I just barely turned this stupid freaking laptop on, or whatever it's called. It's really a tablet. What I'm on is a Samsung tablet, 12.1 inch, I think it is. But the reason why I started this channel, I wanted to do the Q&A with the lady that was staying with me. And so far, I don't know how to do it. I need some help. But yesterday I was complaining about my condiments. I was out of ketchup, so I was using these packages from like Taco Bell or wherever, Jack in the Box. They always give you ketchup and fry sauce and stuff like that. But this one's from Taco Bell. And I was out of ketchup and starting to panic. Oh no, I'm out of ketchup. I'm not going to go to the store for ketchup. Get the coronavirus. So there's an old saying, necessity is the mother of invention. Necessity is the mother of invention. So what I did is I took my old ketchup bottle, which I had, and I made fry sauce with it. I took a can of tomato sauce that I had, or spaghetti sauce. I think it's spaghetti sauce, Del Monte spaghetti sauce. Put that in there. Put a little bit of mustard. Put a little bit of Miracle Whip in it, and put some ranch dressing. It's Serranta, whatever it is, Serranta. I can't pronounce that name. I really didn't like that ranch dressing, but if you put a little bit in your fry sauce, it adds flavor. So it's pretty good. Most of the time, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. Excellent. It's even better than ketchup fry sauce. A little bit of tang. Not bad at all. But I saw in the news where brides are complaining that they can't have their weddings. They had their weddings planned for April wedding, but the coronavirus stops it, and they're crying, which it is very upsetting. I can imagine it's be very upsetting. But listen to what I'm about to tell you. This has been going on for hundreds of years. Not hundreds, but at least 100 years in the Mormon church. There's people that are members, they're converts, they come in. They're not born in the covenant. Because if you're born in the covenant, you know what's happening, But if you're a convert and your family's not LDS, they're not invited to the wedding, So the lady, she gets ready for her ceremony to get married in the temple, and her family's not there. Her family's not invited, So they're sort of like quarantined outside the temple, And she's crying and everything because it's supposed to be a beautiful day for her to get married. But really, it's not tears of happiness. It's tears of sorrow. She's very upset that her family cannot be there with her, her immediate family. Not her Mormon family. Her family that she grew up with. Her brothers, her sisters, her mom, her dad, her cousins. You know what I'm saying? And she's crying. You see tears in her eyes. But it's not tears of joy. I'll guarantee you that. It's not tears of joy that she's getting married there, because she's in a white dress, which it should be in a white dress, but it's kind of dorky looking, It doesn't make her look beautiful, like she should look beautiful on her wedding day. And she's got a little green apron. But really, it's symbolically, it's a symbolism. The thing is, and they get the baker's hat or whatever, the dude's got the baker's hat. As soon as you put that apron on and you get married in the temple, that's what they want you to be. They want you to wear an apron for the rest of your life in the kitchen and work to pay their tithings too. But you're going to be barefoot and pregnant till menopause. You know what I'm saying? If you're a Mormon lady, Listen to what I'm about to tell you this. You know, you got married in the temple, your immediate family was not there. They were quarantined outside. They might have been waiting for you outside, but they could not go into the temple to see your wedding. And a lot of women right now, they're crying because they cannot have a wedding because of the coronavirus. And I'm showing what it's like to be in the Mormon church too for the people. And then they have to wear their undergarments. On their wedding night, they're going to wear their undergarments. They're going to have intercourse with their undergarments on because that's what they believe. That's what they believe. I'm not shitting you, man. You check this stuff out. Don't trust me or any other man. Do your own research. But, on their wedding night, they're having sex with their undergarments on. To me, back in the day when you did that, it was like dry humping. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have holes in your underwear, though. But, you got down to your underwear. That's about as far as you went. And you never really had intercourse. But these guys are having intercourse in their underwear, because they believe that. They believe not to take their underwear off. Ever, 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 ever. If you're taking one part off, you're putting another part on, taking off the stuff. There's a song, I don't know if it's a rap band or whatever it is, but I know the band is a colored band, And they got the song called Black and Yellow, Black and Yellow, Black and Yellow, Black and Yellow. That's all they say. Black and Yellow, Black and Yellow. Maybe it's about a bumblebee. I don't know. But to me, it's about the Mormons' undergarments, When they're taking those off after they wore them for a few days, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Because they got skid marks in the back and yellow stain in the front. And put that on your shelf, all the Mormons that are watching this. Some of them will be Mormons that's going to watch this. Put that on your shelf and think about that. How come my family could not be at the wedding, Aren't they good enough? Aren't they good enough? What would Jesus say if Jesus was here? It's the freaking, they're evil, man. It's not just the Mormons, it's the Jehovah's Witnesses and the Scientology too, They're cults. But the thing is, you ask the Mormons about the Scientologists and you ask them about the Jehovah's Witnesses. And they go, oh, no, 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 no. But it's the same thing. You have the Jehovah's Witness about the Mormons. Oh, no, 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 no. It's exactly the same thing. But the thing about the Mormon religion, listen to what I'm about to tell you. There's a thing called the second anointing. And check into this. The second anointing. After you go through the second anointing, you are guaranteed free passage to the highest level of heaven. No matter what you do on this planet, you are guaranteed. So some of those guys, of the quorum of the 12 monkey spankers, and the 70 below them, all of those guys been through the second anointing. Some of them aren't wearing their undergarments. I'll guarantee you that. He said, this shit is bullshit. Some of them aren't paying tithings. They're still getting paid. But listen to this, the second anointing. They don't have to do that, And you're a sucker, man. I hate to say that. But you're a sucker. Okay, I just don't want to nag on the Mormons. Say the Jehovah's Witnesses. Say the Jehovah's Witnesses. How many times have you paid tithings? How many times have you paid tithings to that church? Okay, hard times are coming. Hard times are coming. This is just the starting of it. Okay. Go to the church and ask for them to pay your rent and get you some groceries or whatever. If you're a Jehovah's Witness. And they will not do that. They'll say, God will provide. That's what they believe. God will provide. Okay, that's what I believe too. God will provide. So why do you need the Jehovah's Witness church? Why do you need that? Why do you need to make those guys rich? Like the people at the top. See, a lot of people too, the Mormons, Scientology, whatever, Scientology, okay, let's say Scientology, damn. I'm getting freaking off on a tangent here. But Scientology, say for instance, somebody big right now, Beyonce. Beyonce is a beautiful lady, very talented. She's not a Scientologist that I know of. But say she comes into the church, she wants to become a Scientologist. Okay, they're going to put her up high, They're going to put her up right from day one. She's already, boom, up there. Because they know that an actress, movie star, rock star, rap star, singer, whatever, can bring in other members just by their name being in the cult. But if a normal person just goes there and becomes a a Scientologist, you're going to have to work your ass off. And you're going to have to buy these books, and you're going to have to buy tapes, and you're going to have to do this, you're going to have to do that. And as soon as you get to that level, they're going to raise the bar. So you have to put out more money and more money. You're never good enough. Same with the Jehovah's Witnesses, same with the Mormons. You are never, ever, ever good enough. But the people that do the second anointing in the Mormon church, some of them are probably even wearing women's underwear right now. I bet you most of them don't wear their undergarments on a daily basis. I'll guarantee that. All the people in the honky law office at Salt Lake, they're not wearing them. All those guys have been anointed. And they have the right to life for the Lord because they know they're going to go to heaven. That's what the church teaches them. French fries. But people are going to hit hard times. This is just a starting. You're promised $1,200 or something like that from the government, catch up on your bills. That isn't nothing, that's nothing. $1,200 ain't going to cover the first month, and I don't know how long this is going to last. But okay, this is March 30th right now. Okay, March, April. Okay, May 1st. May 1st is Illuminati Day. That's their Grand Wizard Day. Who's going right here? Oh, Nicole. How's it going, Nicole? But anyway, I can't read what you're saying. That's why I brought this out, so I can read the messages. But glad to see you, Nicole. But I'm talking about the Illuminati. The Illuminati is May 1st. And what everybody needs to do, I don't care if you watch this video or whatever, but you need to pass it on. On May 1st, 2020, at noon Mountain Time, that would be 2 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock Central, 12 o'clock Mountain, 11 o'clock Pacific, and on and on and on, all the way around the world. At the same time, we need to open up our doors, open up our windows, stop our cars, whatever, even if you're at work, and yell out, we're mad as hell and we're not going to take it anymore. All of us. We're mad as hell and we're not going to take it anymore. Because it's sad, man. It's what they're doing to us. We're ordered by chaos. We're trapped in our house. Okay, Trump's going to give you $1,200 supposedly. That's what he says. $1,200 per person and $500 per kid. Okay, like I said, that's not going to cover your bills. You need it now. You don't need it from a month from now or 2 months from now. You need it now. By the time you start getting your interest rate, compounding, your late fees, whatever, that $1,200 ain't shit. It's all an illusion. It's invisible money because they're going to send it to you invisibly. They made it out of thin air. They're printing it at the Federal Reserve. They're just pumping that shit out. It's not real. Okay. So they're stealing from Peter to pay Paul. That's what the old saying is, stealing from Peter to pay Paul. Okay, listen to this. How many Peters have you seen in your day? You've seen, at least 3 or 4 Peters, in your day. How many of those can you take from those Peters? Most Peters I've seen are short, and they can't take anything from them. But they're taking from Peter to pay Paul. And the money that you're getting is visible. It's already spent. It's invisible when they print it. It's invisible when they send it to you. It's invisible when you pay your bills. And you may not believe that, but they're going to give you direct deposit. You never touch the money. The place you need to pay your bills is going to be closed because of the coronavirus. So you're going to send the money to them on your debit card or your credit card, which is invisible. You're never going to see it. And they're pumping money into the Dow Jones. And it's going to fall, man. It is going to fall. There's no doubt in my mind. It has to, because not Bush, but President Trump can't keep putting money into the economy. Trillions and trillions of dollars every 6 months. There's no way. He probably could, but what's it going to do, We're already so far in debt anyway. but the economy is going to crash, and the debt collectors are going to come. I bitch about this all the time. The debt collectors are going to come. So this is just the starting of the apocalypse. I keep stressing that too. It's going to get worse. We're going to make it. We're going to make it. Just have faith. There is a God, but we got to be prepared. Like I said, I made some fry sauce. I was out of ketchup yesterday and started to panic. Oh no, I'm out of ketchup. I'm out of my condiments. I need my condiments. But necessity is the mother of invention. And May 1st, pass this on, May 1st at 12 o'clock Mountain Time. Everybody open up the doors and say, we're mad as hell and we're not going to take it anymore. Which everybody is. We're all mad. You go to the stores, there's nothing on the shelves. People are freaking out. You think Americans are fat and lazy now. Wait till you see this in about 3 or 4 months. As many groceries as they're buying, you see them coming out with the shopping carts just packed full of stuff. And most of that stuff is perishable items. So you can't save that stuff. So you got to eat it, you have to eat it. And, we're going to get fatter, and we're going to get lazier, we're going to get stupider. And it's sad. What else do I got to say? There's always got to be something. Yeah, like the Mormons, they say you can't drink coffee, you can't drink tea. You can do it. What do you think God put that on the planet? He put it on here for a reason. And don't believe false prophets. Don't believe me. Do your own research. Okay, like I live in Idaho, and a strategic location. This is the best place to live where I'm at. Northern Utah, Salt Lake area. They had an earthquake though. Knocked the trumpet out of the Moroni's head. That is hilarious, man. That is hilarious. Maybe his head could have fell off or whatever, but it was a trumpet. That is funny. But strategic location, this right here, where I'm at, is the best place to be. We don't have earthquake. We do have earthquakes, but we don't have tornadoes. We don't have hurricanes, fires, or whatever. It's not a bad place. And the only bad thing, we got Yellowstone not too far away. It could erupt. It could erupt any day, whenever. It could happen. And the INEL, that's closer to Yellowstone than what I am. Where it's located, and that's nuclear waste. They bring it through my hometown, Burley, Idaho. They bring it through here. I was in the National Guards. We used to have to think about the stuff that we'd have to do. Mop up the chemical spills, the radiation and stuff like that. But it goes through our town to get to the INEL. I-84 goes through there. It goes on rails just in case a train derailed somehow, some way. It could start a disaster. Semis bringing it in from different states because we take care of the nuclear waste here in Idaho. And other than that, it's a pretty good place to live. Other than Yellowstone and the INEL, there's no other place in the United States that's safer. Other places they have flooding, hurricanes, floods. Like the flooding, what they need to do is the Missouri River, Mississippi River, it floods out every year. Every freaking year it floods. And then Kansas is having a drought. Kansas is having a drought. We can't grow our crops, blah, blah, blah. They need to pump the stuff out of the Missouri and the Mississippi into Kansas so it'll get down into the aquifer and give the farmers, water so they can plant the crops, so they can have water for their houses. Some of their wells have went dry, So you think we're having a hard time. They go to their faucet, they have no water, no matter what, It's because the aquifer is dry. But people in Missouri and the Mississippi River and stuff like that, it floods out every year. And another thing about the Mormon Church, I hate to bitch about the Mormons, but I'll do it anyway. In Florida, they own 2% of all land in Florida. What the hell do they need that land for? I was just watching the stuff this morning about the Mormons, how they came from Missouri. First, they come from New York. More likely, he got kicked out of New York for glass gazing. It's devil worshiping bullshit. More likely, he got kicked out of New York for doing that. And moved to Missouri. They kicked him out of there, blah, blah, blah. But they always said, Joseph Smith always said, Missouri is going to be heaven or something like that on earth. And then they kick him out. I don't know. I don't know what he's trying to tell people, But anyway, they got the followers. Back in the day, they get the followers, men, because men are perverts, man. Most men are perverts. And if you promise them, well, you can have more than one wife, polygamy's okay, man. It's great. So how many people join the church, And then they came out west. But there's also a thing called polyandry. He's the only one that did that. So they tried to flip it to the women could have more than one husband. Like he could have more than one wife, but they flip it. But what it is that the guys are marrying other women, It's not like the women are marrying the guys are marrying the women that are already married, This is what's sad. You look that up. You look up the second anointing, you look up polyandry. I think that's how they pronounce it. So Joseph Smith sent some of his followers out on a mission, While these guys are gone, out on a mission, he's marrying their wives. More than likely, he's having sex with these people, There's not been any proof, but more than likely, he was. So how would the guy feel when he comes back off of his mission and his wife's 3 months pregnant? Go to the bishop, go to the prophet, go to the prophet and say, man, I don't know why my wife's pregnant, And of course they say, well, the Lord moves in mysterious ways. Yeah, but check that out. Polyandry and the second anointing. And you know that you're in fucking deep shit, man, when you read shit like that. That's your prophet. And let's see, that's about it. I don't know what else to say. Just like necessity is the mother of invention. I got out of ketchup, made my own fry sauce. Tomatoes, spaghetti sauce, Miracle Whip, mustard, and ranch dressing. Sriracha. I don't know why they have so many different flavors of ranch dressing and stuff like that. Ranch should be just ranch, Thousand Island should be Thousand Island. That's why I got that, because my eyes are bad and I thought it was Thousand Island. So I got it and come to find out it was sriracha, ranch dressing. But I'll use a little bit in my fry sauce and stuff like that. But think about what's going on and don't panic. That's the thing. Do not panic. You don't need to panic, We're going to get through this. Some people are going to die, and that's what's sad, Some people can't even go to their funerals. Like I was saying about the weddings. The funerals, too, are the same. You lost a loved one, and you can't go to a funeral, It's sad. But like the churches, fellowship, you need to fellowship with people. But this right here is just like fellowshipping, to me anyway, because you can't have anybody in your house, different things like that. But there's always a way, Necessity is the mother of invention. And let's see. Just hopefully everybody be safe and everybody don't get violent, don't get stupid, don't do anything, But remember, May 1st, we're bad as hell and we're not going to take it anymore. Pass that on. You may not have to pass this video on, but you can pass on. Everybody go out there, because that is Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. That's the Illuminati's favorite holiday, Mayday. And they want to have order by chaos, which is happening now. And I don't think this is going to be over in a month. And in a month, we'll have to wait and see, if it's going to be worse or people are going to be going back to work. Excuse me. But there's people working in the factories and stuff like that. Like where I live, you got some food factories. You got French fries, of course. They make French fries here in Idaho. which I do like potatoes, thank God. But they have yogurt, they have cheese, they have milk, they have beef or whatever, you know. But all it takes is some stupid idiot to contaminate the food, you know, to make this worse off than what it is. And just remember, expect the worst and pray for the best. Don't do it the other way. Don't expect the best. Expect the worst and pray for the best. But like you hear that new saying, if you see something, say something. Okay, I see freaking scientists and stuff like that in labs. I don't see it personally, but I hear about them. You know, they're making biological warfare against us. And we all should say something. Those people need to be locked up. You know, take 10 of them, quarantine them or whatever. Most people know what a cattle prod is. It's about 3 feet long, you know, and you can shock people or whatever. They need to have those 10 scientists in a quarantine room, pull one of them out, have them in a cage, man, have them locked up like in jail. Pull one of them out, take that frickin' cattle prod, shove it up his ass so far, and then turn it on, make his nose look like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Do that to about 3 or 4 of them. You know, the first time you do it, it's going to be funny because the other guys are going to laugh. Ah, Joe got it in the ass. Second time, it's not going to be as funny. But about the third or fourth guys this happens to, they're going to start wising up. So if you see something, say something. But they should not be doing biological warfare at all. But I don't want to press that. If you see something, say something, you know. Like some people are out walking their dogs, exercising or whatever. Pretty soon somebody's going to call up and they're going to arrest those people for not being in their houses, being quarantined or something like that. Don't get those type of people in trouble. They're just trying to get exercise, you know. It's the other people, the higher ups, you know, the ones that don't give a shit about us. See, the exercise, what they need to do is have an exercise bicycle and have a generator with a battery hooked to it. So everybody in the house gets on that thing a couple hours a day and pedals their butt off and gets a little bit of exercise and creates a little bit of electricity so you can watch your TV or run your tablets and your laptops and different things like that, you know. But we're so out of shape, we're so fat. See the people that are twerking, man, they'll get on a bike and the freaking bicycle seat would disappear, you know. So that's about all I have to say today. There's somebody outside, it sounds like. But don't panic. We're going to make it. Remember, May 1st, we're mad as hell. We're not going to take it anymore. So this is Lunch with the One-Eyed Fat Man, number 8. So I've been going for a week. Been bitching every day. And this is here. I forgot to say it at first. Sorry about that. This channel is here to educate, entertain, and to offend everybody on this earth at least once. Have a good day.